Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Sardianti with ID number A12 So today I will make a video about MITAS English Semantic, the topic summary of material from meeting 1 to meeting 7. Okay, the first meeting about differences between semantics and pragmatics. Semantics deals with the literal meaning of word, phrase, and sentence. It focuses on the relationship between words and their reference or the meanings they convey in isolation from context. The example, the cat is on the mat. Semantically, the sentence describes the spatial relationship between a cat and a mat. The meaning is derived from the individual words and their syntactic arrangement. So the next, pragmatics, on the other hand, deals with how context influences the interpretation of language. It involves understanding the intended meaning behind an utterance based on context, shared knowledge, and social convention. Like example, can you pass the salt? Pragmatically, the sentence is not merely a request for information about the listener's ability, but is understood as a polite request for listeners to pass the salt. The meaning is inferred from the context of being at a dining table where salt is needed. Okay, the next meeting material about why studying semantics is important. Study semantics is very important because it helps me understand the meaning behind word and language, which leads to clearer communication, accurate interpretation of intent, and improved cross-cultural understanding. In addition, semantics is also crucial to technological advancement, especially in areas such as artificial intelligence, and provides insight into philosophical questions about language and meaning. Okay, the next about word meaning, sentence meaning, and head speech. Word meaning is the literal meaning of words, while sentence meaning is the result of the combination of the meanings of word and sentence. Sentence meaning can go beyond the literal meaning depending on the context. Meanwhile, utterance meaning is the contextual interpretation of a sentence influenced by the communicated purpose, situation, and shared knowledge of the speaker and a listener, often accompanied by facial expression, tone of voice, and another nonverbal cues. Synonym definition. Synonym are words that have similar meanings. They are different words with comparable meanings that can be used interchangeably in certain contexts. Example, happy and joyful are synonyms because they both convey a feeling of happiness. Similarly, big and large are synonyms because they both refer to something of significant size. Okay, next, complementaries. Complementaries definition. Complementaries are pair of words that together express a complete idea or a concept. They are often opposite in meaning and work together to provide a full understanding. Example, up and down are complementary because they represent opposite direction. On and off are complementary as well as they represent opposite state of being for something like a switch. Okay, next about antonyms and converses. Antonyms definition. Antonyms are words that have opposite meanings. They are pairs of words that express contrary idea or concept. Example, hot and cold are antonyms because they represent opposite temperature. Um, Another example, good and bad are antonyms because they represent opposite quality. Okay, next, converses. Definition: converses are pair of words that express a relationship or action from different perspectives or roles. They often include a reversal of the subject and object. Example, buy and sell are converses because when one person buys something, another person it. Sell it. Another example, parents and child are converses because a person is a parent to their child and vice versa. Next about exercise on page 22. The answer question number 1. Both set of words describe a process or change in state. Referencing or semantic tags focus on their meaning. The answer question number 2. Teacher reassures students about not failing without disclosing the grades, highlighting pragmatic communication intentions. The answer question number 3. The ambiguous sentence "he saw his friend with new glasses" can have two interpretations leading to different propositions. The answer question number 4. The word "no" can convey different meanings based on context such as disbelief, favor, disclaimer, or dislikes. The answer question number 5. The phrase "not good enough" implies inadequacy due to the clarification provided by parentheses. The last answer, the statement "you and I are friends, we don't like the same things" is ambiguous as it can suggest either similarity or differences in preferences. Clearly, alternative could be provided to avoid ambiguity. Okay, the next answer question number 7. Both sentences contain the same element, namely a subject and predicate, to convey different action. The last meeting about exercise on page 38 and 39. The soundless night fell silently over the forest, interpreted only by occasional leaf rustlers. They communicated through silent notes, understanding each other without words. His wireless headphones allow him to enjoy music without the hassle of chord. Awake and asleep represent opposite state of awareness. Half awake and half asleep denote traditional state, or déjà vu, describe the feeling of expressing a situation before. Rogers, they choose organize synonyms by topic while dictionaries like Rogers International they shows list synonyms alphabetically, bias in pairs like old or young, miserable or pleasant, un- unpleasable or tasty, and weak or strong, depend on context and subject interpretation. Royal visitor and royal correspondent demonstrate interactive modification while heavy otherwise full does not. Quiet can convey varying levels of intensity depending on context. Mm. His Okay, I think that's all for me. Thank you for watching and thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.